Welcome to Seeing Scarlet, guys. Today has been one of the best days in the history of Seeing Scarlet, but also a really hyped day to be a Texas Tech Red Raider fan because just moments ago, we heard about it a bit ago. It just broke publicly online. The Lady Raiders scored Jordan Merritt in the portal. A huge get. We have pre-recorded a video that will drop soon. You've probably already seen it at this point, but this is out. You've seen it. It's out there on YouTube if you haven't watched it yet. Talking all about this girl because she's been in the works for a few weeks now, hoping she'd commit. She finally publicly committed, and it's a go. So go watch that. This is a huge get for the program. She fits in so perfectly with this young core that we have. She fits the culture, and we even got a little bit of an exclusive insight into who she is from
Shelby, just a couple of names that you may or may not know.
May not have heard of.
First guest, Katie Ferrell from the Texas Tech women's basketball team, accompanied by Bre'Amber Scott.
Also
Y'all, this is packed with insight, with comedy. I just didn't want to stop talking.
Honestly, we could have forever. Like, grab your popcorn, y'all. I've loved our past episodes. We've had a few guests. Well, Erica so far. We have other guests coming up. All great episodes.
So good.
This is such a great episode. We didn't know how much they'd be willing to chat. They told us, and there's not any scandalous tea dropping, but there's some great stories. Some great insight into this program. You're going to learn a lot about their time, their stories, how they got here. And then they also gave us some insight on the players that are returning, and it's great stuff. It's everything you want to hear. It'll get you so hype for the future of the program. Everything we tell y'all each week about this is why you need to. It's all the stuff you see as fans in these players. It's for real, and they confirmed it, and they even gave us some insight into some players who were like, I didn't know she was like that, but she's like that? All right. So it's just a great, I'm excited to listen to it myself, to be honest.
I know.
Again,
and we
I just
want
to watch it and listen to it again. And like I kind of teased a second ago, Kat also gives us insight on Jordan Merritt, a little bit on who she is as a player because they played together in high school and are really good friends. So she knows her better than most people do, and especially they play a similar position as well, that forward position. So there's a quick little insert on that as well from her, and it's great. I don't know if you have anything else to say about it.
Yeah,
but then
we're going to get into it, but I think to perfectly melt the news that we just got about Jordan and our conversation with Bree and Big Cat was the culture of this team is just... It's where it's at. Like, this is where you want to be if you're playing women's basketball, is at Texas Tech. They confirmed it. We have one of the best coaches in the country with Coach Gerlich, and even
the assistants,
that, right? The supporting staff has been just tremendous. So hearing the confirmations from Big Cat and Bree just made it that much sweeter, knowing that what we're seeing is part of something way bigger, and we get to hear the inside scoop, like you said, Shelby. It is so good, and welcome home, Jordan. Can't wait Jordan. To learn more.
Congrats to the entire staff, Coach Gerlich, Daru, who they talk a lot about in this interview. Get to know him some. Jared Boyd, the whole group, Planette, all of them, everyone, name them all. Everyone on that squad that got that girl here. It's a big get, and this team's potential it's great, y'all. I'm so excited for y'all to listen to the interview. I'm so excited for next season, and we'll stop talking so y'all can listen to these girls chat because it's great.
Let's get it. Texas Tech Red Raiders. We have such a gift for you today. Next to me, if you're watching this, you can already see the talent, the stars that are sitting right alongside me. But if you're just listening, we have from the Texas Tech women's basketball team, Bre'Amber Scott and Katie Ferrell. Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's get it.
This is why I let you. Seeing Scarlet.
Yes.
Dang.
Big fan.
Yes,
Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah. Shelby, I wish you were here so much. We have one more chair for you.
I'm here.
We got one for you, Shelby.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, we're really hyped to have y'all on here. We appreciate the support y'all have given us all year. and the entertainment you've given us, which we'll get into. But it's been a lot of fun, and we're sad that you're gone now. If there's any way we can write the NCAA to let y'all stay another year, we'll do what we can. But no, we're upset that y'all are gone. But we'll get into y'all's stories and some fun stuff from here. But I guess just to kick it off, what are y'all up to? I mean, you're finishing school, right? You got finals going on, but y'all, what are your life plans, if you have any, from here post basketball, or maybe not post basketball?
Man. So after hoops, I've really just been chilling. Like, I got all this time on my hands, and I'm like, whoa, what do I do with it? So I'm up at the gym, like, still, and doing all that. But I've just, started back, like, just working out and kind of getting into a routine and then finishing school. But, after that, I plan to hopefully get into coaching. It's kind of just, I'm really trying to figure out what level I want to, coach at, whether it be high school, college, whatever it might be. So, but that's kind of my plans right now. I'm chilling.
Nice.
I love that. For you, like, chill.
Has your whole life been scheduled basketball, school, and now it's...
No, so I kind of actually went through this, like, last year, because, like, I thought I was done.
Yeah.
But it's just, like, your whole life, like, you're on, like, okay, you go to school, you have basketball, and then, you hang out in your free time or do whatever. But, like, you're on a schedule. I've been doing that since, I was a kid. And then, obviously, when you get to college... every single thing is planned out. Your entire day, class, when you go eat, practice, every single thing's planned out. So now that, like, I've done that, especially, like, the past 5 years, it's every single second of your day. So now I'm just like, well, I'm looking around, like, so bored, binge watching TV. I'm just like, it's nice, but, I'm kind of... obviously I'm missing it a little bit.
You're starting to get a little bored now. You're like, okay, now there's too much free time.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
That's cool. What you been up to, Brie?
Oh, man, I've been busy.
Hey.
I did the 3-on-3 thing.
Oh, my God.
Killing it, man.
Dude, that was so... I don't know how that escaped my brain.
It was so good.
It was so good.
And
like,
one.
we were spoiled. Like,
we
were spoiled that it was coming. I was like, man, I wish I didn't know the ending. And then I was like, I don't even care that was still so hyped that we won. Like, I had no idea that was coming. It was so good.
Yeah, so that was fun. And then I ended up going to the Final Four for this Above the Rim Summit. That was really good.
Oh, cool.
And then, of course, I put my name into the draft. That didn't work out, but probably going to be signing a contract here soon. I'll hold on all of the details until it's official and, like that. But I'll probably be signing a contract here soon. So, I'm still on the grind, trying to give my body a little bit of time to relax since I probably wouldn't leave until around September. So I'm just trying to, take a little time off. I've been traveling like crazy. Living my best life. Like,
we've seen the stories. We know.
Yeah. So like it's great being back because I just got back Saturday. So it's been good being back, seeing my teammates. Literally got to see everybody except for Ella, but it's good being back, seeing them. I did miss them, but like we stayed in contact since I've been gone because I think I'm just like, besides Ella, like the only one that's been gone for a minute. So it was just good to see everybody and be around.
Yeah, that's awesome. How could you possibly put into words what this last season was like? And, we were talking about it being over and what you're doing now, but how can you put into words what you experienced this past year?
Sheesh, it's hard because, like, for the first time in a long time, like, this is my first full season.
Yeah.
Since, like, my sophomore year. And people will be like, you've been in college forever, but I've only played 3 years. Yeah. I've only played 3 full years.
Oh, Shelby knows.
And
Shelby
so,
about the
over
waiver,
here, like,
NCAA,
but you're off to bigger things, but I'm just saying.
So it's just, I ain't gonna lie, I had fun.
Yeah.
Like, I was faced with some challenges in the beginning of the season, but, like, after that, it was just, like, fun.
Yeah.
Like, I actually enjoyed it. So, like, I couldn't say that last year or the years before because I never played a full season. So, it was just fun. And to do it in front of the Lady Raider Nation is amazing. Like, the fan support, you've seen it grow each game.
Yeah.
And, like, cool. That was so cool to see and to be a part of.
Yeah.
So, I have no words.
No,
really.
Same, because, like, I didn't come in here with, like, any expectations, just because, you know, I was like, let's have fun. I'm here to meet, you know, new people, and just kind of, you know, I didn't have any expectations, so to speak. And then, obviously, we had, you know, a pretty decent year. We, you know, obviously, we wish we would have made the NCAA tournament, but I think it was just, like kind of like for me it was to give back to the younger kids, just because like for me, my seniors, like that's kind of what set me up in college. So it's like, you know, Kai and Jazzy and Bailey and, you know, everybody, JoJo and stuff. It's just like, you know, what can I do to like teach them what I learned type thing, and, you know, just build relationships. You know, I met my sisters here, so you know, it's fun for sure.
I love that.
Yeah,
I think we talked about it all the time, about how we could see that on the court. Like we know y'all are taking care of the future, which is, I think it just says so much about y'all's character. Of you're here to play and have fun and hoop, but you're also thinking about 5, 10, 15 years from now. And I think y'all were such a huge part of that, of like the fan engagement and getting us back to where we have been as national champions. Like we talked about it all the time. Like y'all are the first domino to fall, and woo.
Yeah, because like back when we were in college, I think that was the last time they went to the postseason. And so then it's like been 2012, 2013 was the last time. So they were like pretty decent then. And so it was nice going to games, and like there was good fan support. And then just over this past decade, obviously some things happened that play into that. But we were just like, why is no one talking about the Lady Raiders or any of the women's teams? Really is why we started this. But it's like, well, no, like they're good this year. Like y'all need to wake up. Like look at them, they're fun to watch, and y'all are part of that. What you're saying, that makes sense that y'all were just like, I'm just out here having fun, because you could see that every game, like y'all two especially. But how did each of you end up at Tech? You kind of touched on it a little bit, Kat, that you're about to be done, right? And then you got drugged back into this thing. Thankfully we're all happy. And Bree, I think your story is awesome. Just your journey of being injured and transferring and all that. If y'all could both just touch on that, because I'm not sure all Texas Tech fans are aware of kind of what y'all have been through in your college journeys.
Yeah, so Coach Gerlich, she actually recruited me out of high school. And so out of high school, I actually kind of really, like, my recruitment is so weird. Like, literally my junior year, I had a bunch of offers, and then it was just kind of like, I didn't think I wanted to play basketball at the next level, so to speak, which is, you know, kind of, you know, surprising, but I'm glad I did. But, and so I had all these offers, didn't talk to any of the coaches. So obviously if you're in this, like, if you don't talk to them back, they're just going to be like, all right, on to the next type thing. So then my senior year, I got recruited real late, because my team, we won state and everything, so we played late. And then I had 3 schools, and it was UTA, Utah State. That's when J.C. Carter was actually the assistant there, and then UMass at random, and then so random. And it was just like, I didn't like the whole recruitment process, because I'm like, a lot of it's fake, a lot of it's just, but like when I went on my visit to UTA, like I could just see like how genuine the girls were, and that's the biggest thing. And then the coaching staff, like I tell people all the time, like Coach Gerlich's like a second mother to me. Like I owe her everything. Like she for real shouldn't have recruited me, probably. Like for real, she probably shouldn't have. But she took a chance on me, and like I am forever indebted to her. So that's kind of why I took this last year. Really, it was like I didn't want to play for real. Like it was really for her, and just to help kind of like set her program. Because at UTA, I was on like the back end of it, where she had established her program. I was at the end where we were winning. So here she's building it up right now. Yeah. You know, like you can't even really count her first year, because it was just such a mess. And then, you know, last year they built, this year you build, and it was cool to just be on the other side of it and just be like, oh, this is how you build a program as like just as a fan of the game, and then like wanting to get into coaching. It's just, you know, kind of cool to see. But so that's really why I'm here.
Wow. Balled out.
I'm glad she convinced you to come. Yeah. Would have been a different team.
You're her.
Oh, that's funny.
Me, so I committed to coach during COVID. I was at Little Rock and literally played 8 games and opted out during the COVID time.
Let me interrupt her.
How we met?
We went to Little Rock. She went to Little Rock. I went to UTA. We were at the same conference, Sunbelt, right?
Yeah.
So she gives us like 35, okay, the first time we play them. And then the next game, we're about to go in, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, God, I hope Bree ain't playing. And she wasn't. Like, she had opted out. No, she hit, I'm not kidding you, like a 25-footer right in my mouth, like hand in the face. And I was like, she cold.
I'm done. Coach, get that girl.
No, she's not telling all the truth. So, well, how I really knew, like, when they told me Big Cat was coming, I was like, yes, that's going to be my dog. Like, she a dog is because while we was playing, I had, like, chased down one of her teammates, and I blocked the shot. Literally, I blocked it. So I'm like, y'all know. I'm like, hey, let's go. She gonna tap me on my shoulder. Cat taps me on my shoulder and was like, he called foul. I was like, I said, this about to be my dog. Like, at the time, I'm like, dang. I'm like, dang. But when I found out she was gonna be my team, I was like, yeah, we're gonna get along just fine. Like, we're gonna get along just fine.
Oh, wow. Wait, so why were you sitting out on the, was it because, like, you...
So the reason that we all have this 5th year is because of COVID.
Okay.
So, like, when I opted out, they was giving everybody their year back anyway, so, like, it wasn't like I was losing a year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I opted out. It's so crazy because I always tell people this. They be like, who did you have recruiting? You would never guess who the first school was that called me to come back.
Who?
I don't even want to guess.
Was the
Mississippi
first school
State?
that called me when I got in the portal.
After Little Rock?
After Little Rock.
Oh.
Dang.
And I was just like, that was just crazy.
Was Vic there?
No, he wasn't.
Gone?
He was
What?
gone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, like, cold call, like...
They called me and was like, we're interested. I was like,
What's your area code? Yeah.
I was like, who you say you with again?
I only
You
played
know
9
what I'm
games. You
saying?
talking to me?
Right. I was like, okay, no.
I mean, you're like a legend in Arkansas, right? So, I mean, close
Yeah.
enough. They should
Little
know you
Rock,
there.
man.
We know.
Man, and
Go.
people don't put enough respect on the stuff I did while I was in Mississippi State. I don't like that.
Really?
Like, I was a part of the first team to
Yeah.
win the
That was
SEC
cold.
conference and the tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to the Final Four my freshman year, lost in the Elite 8 my sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Wow.
were fun teams. I remember watching them.
Yeah.
Like,
Those
Yeah.
but that ain't what we talking about. But
We can talk about whatever you want.
yeah, it's part of the journey.
Yeah.
I love Starkville though.
Mhm.
Like, that'll be my family too. Second to Lubbock, but I love Starkville.
For sure.
And so yeah, coach recruited me while I was in the portal, and I just straight up told her, I was like, I'm not looking for like you to tell me what you can do for me basketball wise. Like, how can you help me as a person? Because I had already been through recruiting, so you know that I can play, you know what I can do, but like, how can you help me as a person?
Yeah.
And so after that, I could just tell that she really cared about me as a person because, like, yeah, you got your basketball part in there, of course, but, like, it was more so trying to get to know me and my family and like, see what I'm into, what I want to do afterwards, how can she help me get there and things like that. And so I appreciated her for that because even though I told, like, the other coaches that, like, they still put a little bit more on basketball than me as a person, so I was just like, she the one.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell my parents until I committed.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because it's 9 hours away from home.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a
same
big
thing.
family person. Like, Kat will tell you, like, my mom, like, that's my best friend, that's my dog.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't tell her.
Till the
And then I was like, look, Ma, I'm thinking about committing to this place.
What do you think?
You want to get on the Zoom call with me? And she was like, how far is it?
Oh, no.
I was like, 9 hours. She was like, ooh, Bree, that's too far. But I just did it anyway, and we made it work. And it was a great decision.
Yeah.
So she really saw me as a person, just to sum it up, a person and not just a player. And as well as AC, because AC recruited me a lot too. Them two, I really made a connection with, and so that's how I got here.
I love that. So I went to watch Air about like Nike and how they signed Michael Jordan, and what's really stuck with me about that movie, and how much of it is movie I don't know, but it's so much about, or the movie was so much about the connection. Like it's beyond basketball. It's how are you making people feel, and so
For sure.
I love hearing that about Coach because
Yeah.
I mean, like, we could talk about winning and losing all day, but what matters is, like,
she's
how
a
are
great
y'all?
person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is. Because, for a lot of coaches, it's just, a business for
Yeah.
them. Like, they want their bread type stuff.
For
So,
sure.
with Coach Gerlich, though, like she said, it's genuine, like, like she wants you to do well in life. Like she really cares about what's next for you. Like, are you all right? Like, you know, like how's life going outside of basketball? How are your parents? Like, and you don't get that everywhere. So,
and we're seniors, but like she still talk to us, like check up on us all the time.
Cool.
Like so.
Yeah, like
she's a
seems
great
like it seems like a family. Like y'all's program, which is easy to root for, but just from the outside looking in, it's just like it seems like they went about it the right way. So it's always nice to hear the players echo that. Because I've been around and in some programs where it's like it's all business, or they just don't really, all they care about is wins, and they care about what you can do for them and that kind of thing. But touching on that, something it seems like this program actually really emphasizes, which I like from a player and a coaching standpoint, is the mental health side of things. Like they talk about how they have programs set in place for the coaches, and she even talked about, I don't remember between which games it was, where y'all showed up to practice and she's like, no, we're going to get like pedicures and stuff like that to give y'all a mental and a physical break, things of that nature. Like what does that program and all that stuff mean to y'all as players? Because I think that's huge, especially with all the things y'all deal with on and off the court.
Yeah.
You and me? Yeah, you got
it. So it means a lot to me because I've like been in a situation where I've like seen somebody deal with mental health, and like it was been a close friend, so then like it affected mine as well, like just seeing it and trying to help her get through it. And then I've been through my own mental health battles, and so like the coaches, like Coach Daru, Dr. Daru, I call him Dr. Daru because the guy is so smart, y'all. Like y'all understand, Dr. Daru is him. Like he's him. So shout out to you. We love him.
I love Daruski.
He does like
his tweets are great.
So he's him. Like I think he has a psychology, a degree in psychology.
So,
like he's him.
And
but,
like coaching wise as well. Like, he knows like he's very well rounded coach.
Cool.
Love
so
it.
he like does like mental health stuff with like the whole team, not just the players. Like everybody's involved. We break up into groups. Like we talk about different things, and like it makes us like not be afraid to like talk about it, because everybody deals with mental health in some way, form, or fashion. And so like just being there and being able to talk about it with your group, like your teammates, the people that you're going through struggles with, and they going through struggles too. So like our coaches did a great job at the beginning of the year and really all year, just taking time to like talk about it and have discussions, and like they do, what is it called, like
filling people's buckets,
cups.
Cups or whatever, and it's just like, you know, speaking positivity into somebody else type thing. So, and you know, obviously if you hear that from others, it's just gonna make you feel better. So
And then our staff, I think everybody played basketball on our staff. I believe.
Oh, okay.
I believe so.
I believe everybody played basketball on our staff.
Like college basketball.
Like college basketball. So that helps too, because they know what it's like. And so like when Girlie give us those days, like pedicures on her, like she knew one day when she was doing it, like, okay, I just need this break. Like let me go get my feet done.
A day,
So and that's just the only time that like that's been like talked about. Like she does stuff with us all the time. Like she's about mental health. Like they are big on that. So shout out to Dr. Rue. You're him, sir. You're him.
Let him know. No, I like his tweets are always great. Every time I see him, I'm like, God, that's so on point. So I studied sports psychology that's why I got a master's in at Texas Tech. So I love that the program seems to care about that too. Y'all have a mental coach and all that stuff. So that's all stuff that I always love to see for programs. But kind of building off that, I know Sibby really loves this about the team, but she gets to go to games in person. She says the vibe on the bench is always so hype. Dude. Is that something that y'all as seniors wanted to create, or did it just happen naturally where everyone on the team is just so free and nice like that during a game, no matter what the moment is?
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to have a live bench.
Got to.
And also, like, our personalities, like, us two, like, Kai, everybody, really, everyone.
It's not going to be lame.
Like, we're going to have fun. And, like, we're already so close. Like, we're not, like, oh, she's playing more than me and I'm going to be in my feelings. Like, we're genuinely so happy to see, like, others do well. And, like, that's the only way you're going to win if you have a team who wants others to, like, be successful, knowing your role. So... And like I said, our personality, we gonna be lit on that.
We gonna be lit. If one of us was mic'd up, mercy. Like the things that
I wish. So even the ones that y'all did in Greece, there was some mic'd up content was great.
Man, they had to edit a lot of footage. I'll tell you that.
I'm sure we should pay to get the
Oh,
unedited
they
version.
edited a lot.
Added a lot.
There's an explicit version somewhere out there, I'm sure.
Who's got
should
it?
request that.
Yeah, somewhere, I don't know. That,
Like,
it'll
burn
probably
it.
never see the light of day.
Yeah, because man,
It'll never see the light of day.
I wasn't playing, so I was over there with her. So it was yeah. We had one on
was
the
a lot.
food tour before.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
we had a great time.
We had a great time.
Hey,
Great time.
all right. I'd like to hear it.
Yeah.
So,
I knew you were over there telling people to get Bree's merch, and we're like,
Yeah,
okay,
get that merch.
alright.
Hey, get that merch.
She knew in like
Oh,
August
no.
already. She tried to warn us.
that was so good.
Like lordy,
Yeah.
merch.
So talking about like going back to like competition and play and stuff like that, and we talked about postseason and how historic that was to make it to postseason play. What was it like going into that environment and playing and winning a like what did it feel like?
Well, like the Arkansas game, or just like
The
Tournament,
whole-
yeah,
the
all of it,
tournament,
yeah.
it was.
We had a lot of fans.
Okay.
I didn't
Oh,
expect
yeah,
that.
dude.
Even like for the WNIT, which I knew you get more.
Yeah.
But like, I was shocked. I was like, good. Like, we for real should have hosted that Arkansas game. Still mad about that.
We are too.
I love that Bree got to go home, but other than that,
Yeah.
I was mad.
Other than that, like my family is they held it down,
They
man.
did.
They held it down.
How many people
And
you have?
I had like 100-some people.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
They kept saying 60, but that's the people
It was
that
more
I
than
was.
60.
I had 60 people I was able to give tickets to, like from all
Dude.
my teammates' tickets and my tickets. But I had like 100-some people.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even know
like,
100 people.
yeah.
Yeah, that was hype. Y'all like broke whatever. Y'all had the most fans of any school in the first round. And it was 32 games or whatever. So
Yeah.
Like it was just gonna get bigger. It was just gonna keep like.
there would have been 10K at least for the
Yeah.
Arkansas game at home
No,
on a Friday. It would have been 10K, I think. They would have sold out
For
the bottom.
sure.
Yeah,
They were
would've
trying to get that
packed
many.
it. They was trying, but you know.
Yeah.
I don't
You
know.
And
But-
people was like, "How is she gonna act? You know, is she gonna fold? Do you know me?
Yeah.
I don't even talk like this, but do you really know?
Mhm.
Folding?
At Arkansas,
Folding at Arkansas, I've never played a bad game against Arkansas.
that's what I was saying because we talked about that on the thing. And we're like, yeah, against most players, you'd like worry about that being a storyline. But I was like, is Bree? No, like she's not.
Like,
she's
I
not
can't wait
gonna-
to go back and play. Like,
Yeah,
of course
she's
I would
gonna
love
go
to play, but are we going to Arkansas?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's going off.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, but no, it was fun just experiencing that, one last time, especially like we were in that Arkansas game and y'all know that the woo.
Oh yeah, we were.
Oh my gosh.
It's so loud.
so
People, you don't
loud.
understand.
Wow.
So
It was
What are they doing? Are they like?
Yeah, explain it for us.
They're
Bree.
calling the hogs.
Pig
They're calling
suey.
the hogs.
What does that mean, though?
Oh yeah, Bree, tell it. What is
Call the
this?
hogs, man.
They're calling the hogs.
Call the hogs.
Okay.
To like feed them or?
No, it's just
like a
it's just a
chant.
little chant that they
That
do.
they do.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Up there on
Greater
the
power
hill.
type.
It's just
Yeah,
like
kind of thing.
woo pig suey, woo pig suey, woo pig suey, Razorbacks.
Oh,
It's so
But
loud, though.
it's so loud. It's
Dang.
actually like I can't even hate on it. Like I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
If
No,
I'm
it's-
on the
it's
other
cool.
side.
That is cool.
Like it's cool, but
Yeah.
it was annoying.
It was.
Oh, it
Yeah.
was so annoying.
I bet
'cause
that's what they want.
they do it while you're playing during time out.
Yeah. And
'cause,
it's so loud.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
so loud.
I was like, here they go.
Coach
Okay,
Gert's
they go
husband,
again
he was-
wooing.
he
That's
was
what
He's like
the
imagine
high
doing
riders?
that in front of 75,000 fans.
Oh yeah,
I was like, oh god.
yeah.
What the high
I
riders
can't
do?
even imagine. Oh, their president was at the game,
Mhm.
and she was tweeting like, "Someone please explain this wee piggy thing to me." They were so
That's funny.
confused.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But like I just don't get me wrong, I love my state, but anytime I play against them, like it's no love. I'm trying
Dang.
to win.
Yeah, because they say,
Period.
"Why'd you leave us?"
Why did I leave?
Yeah.
Did you don't have to share this, but did they recruit you?
They
When you're in
didn't.
the portal?
Okay, I will say this. Coach Neighbors wasn't there. Me and Coach Neighbors have a pretty good relationship. Like I've
Yeah.
talked to him a couple times. Like he always give me like the respect. It's a respect thing there between me and
Yeah.
him. But they didn't recruit me when I was in high school, and then like they had a different coach. It was a lot going on at that time. Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so they didn't recruit me out of high school, but the runner-up for the national champs did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a better offer, but I was
You
just
know what I'm
wondering.
saying? But like, so I just,
Mm-hmm.
So they tried after like Little Rock or after you
They
left?
didn't get you the second time?
No,
Never?
they've never.
Brutal.
Arkansas has never
They
like
whacked.
they okay. Like one of their coaches came to my game and was like, I didn't know you was that good, and I was just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So
How
like
do you-
they would send letters and they would
Yeah.
talk to my coaches occasionally, but it was never an offer on the table.
Dang.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah. Well, I'm glad they didn't personally, but
Yeah, I
it's
mean-
that's just disrespectful
Right.
from what I've heard of your high school career. So
Yeah, so
How do you
Oh,
like? What do you see? How do you see the game changing with like recruiting and NIL and portal
yeah.
and transfer? You know, especially this season with how much hype like the women's tournament got, and
Yeah.
it being a huge conversation piece. What do y'all expect?
You got it.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Popcorn. I tweeted last night the SEC is gonna be crazy.
Yo, for real.
Oh my
Those
god,
teams
the
are
SEC gonna be
insane.
crazy. And somebody was like, "Are you coming back to the SEC?" I was like,
People,
hang it up,
bro.
hang it up.
They
My
still
collegiate
trying.
career is over.
We
Hang
won't
it
believe
up.
it until the
Yeah.
start of the season next year.
But it is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
But it's great for the game.
Mhm.
It is so good for the game. But it's going to be an amazing season. I'm excited to watch as a fan.
Yeah.
Like, I can't
that
wait
will be
to watch
different.
it. So, yeah, I think it's going to be
We
great.
won't make you pick who you think's going to win the Big 12. But who do you think's going to win the SEC? Because it's going to be so insane. Based on the rosters as is now, there's a lot of
As
movement
is
still to come.
now.
There's some big names out there probably going to end up there. But
Dude.
It's hard because you gotta think about it. Like the only people, nobody's bringing their full team back, but everybody's bringing in some dogs.
loaded
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's no one has a clear advantage because you can be like, oh, LSU just, but LSU lost to South Carolina by
a lot.
almost 30.
They got beat up.
And so it's like, yeah, they got a somewhat of a new team.
I love her, man.
Yeah.
And shout out to Angel though, you did your
She
big one.
cold.
You did your big one.
Yeah.
But I don't.
She's done well.
Ooh, it's tough. It's too early to say if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There's
can't
still a lot
just
of
pick
dominoes
one
to fall.
person.
Mhm.
Between LSU, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Mississippi State,
all
Auburn
in
coming
it.
too, y'all. I don't know if y'all been seeing who they been getting.
They
but
just
coming.
picked up the girl from Oklahoma State.
From Oklahoma
Yeah.
State. They coming. Man, SEC is tough.
I know.
SEC is tough.
Yeah, it's dogfight.
It'll be fun to watch next year.
I'm excited. I haven't been this excited for college basketball in a while. It's just the parity is so good now. It didn't used to be. It was like, okay, it's gonna UConn. Just
Yeah.
UConn, just let them blow everybody out. But I think that's what, like, I do think the athleticism is better and obviously the play and all that. But I think it's just the parity. It's like y'all have the chance to show out more now because the games aren't blowouts. Like you have to live up to your highest
You have
potential
to.
because all these games are so intense now, and that's what I love about it. So I'm really excited for the season to get here already.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
Man, Texas Tech winning the Natty.
Let's go, baby.
So everyone else
You
don't
and
matter.
Sibby, you and Sibby, you and
And
Sibby.
everyone else don't matter.
Everybody else
I
don't
love
matter.
it. I love that.
And the
Let
opponent.
them know. Let them know.
And we will be at the tournaments.
Hey.
Well, I would love to be at the tournament, but maybe my playing career won't allow me. But
Yeah, I hope your playing
be
career
there.
but
doesn't
Big
allow.
Dog gonna hold it down for both
Yeah,
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be
amazing.
there. You'll be there.
I love it.
But I guess to sum up your season, what is a couple things or one thing, if you can't bring it down to one, that you'll remember about your time at Texas Tech for each of you?
You first.
I would say the bonds and friendships I made. You know, to me, that's always been my favorite part of the whole basketball experience. It's not even the hooping. It's, you know, it's for real the bonds you make with these people. So that's my favorite.
Love that.
I have to go with what Kat said, just because like basketball, you knew you was coming to play basketball, but like the experience. I can't lie. Greece was like Greece
was fun,
started
too.
everything.
Dude,
So
Once in a lifetime.
yeah.
I wish they'd let y'all do that every year, but
Yeah.
It would be great, but like Greece started it because we all like clicked so well in Greece. Like we were there for 10 days. We played 3 games, so we had a lot of time to spend with each other, and like it was just a great time. So I think just like the memories and like the people that I finished my last year with, like I won't forget that ever. Like ever. I have like all my pictures from the year. Like I have been saving every picture. Like I'm gonna make a book. Like my last year. Like it's just that. Like So.
Yeah. So for what you can share, like what happened in Greece?
What are some of the stories that did not
make listen, man.
It sounds like it was a bonding
good time.
It was a good
But what can you share about Greece?
It was a good time, man. We did a lot of things. Like we obviously did a tour, food tours. We went on a boat and like what was it? Would you consider that a yacht?
Yeah, kind of.
The whole team,
really
right?
nice
The whole
boat.
team.
So like a catamaran.
It had the best food that we had.
Oh my gosh.
This one guy was just chefing all day long.
One guy was chefing.
All day long. And I come into the little like cabin area and I just see a feast.
No
and
way.
I'm like, this is going to be so good. And we all ate and every single person
Was
knocked out after.
Like,
Clocked.
Like,
It was fun.
It was fun. We were on the boat. Man.
And then we really had a lot of free time.
We just had a lot of free time.
Cool.
We went to the beach one day.
Oh, yeah.
Got burnt. That's how we slapped my sunburn.
Yeah, bad cat.
We went shopping. We went to, what is the thing that we climbed to go see?
I don't want to butcher this.
I know, that's why I didn't want to say
Acropolis.
it. Acropolis.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what you're talking
We
about.
went there. It was nice.
So what is something that like, what do you wish people knew about like either you or like the team or anything maybe like women's basketball related, but like what do you wish more people knew?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I feel like I think about this question all the time because it's like
She just wants all the tea.
I want people to know everything all the time. But yeah,
I would say
Or like what would you? Okay, go ahead. I was just say, what would you tell people like why they should keep supporting them and why they should come out and watch all play or them play next year? Like, what about the program should they know that maybe they don't?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just like people got to realize. I know from a fan's point of view, you always want to. You're gonna be upset when your team loses. You're gonna be harsh, whatever. But I think it's in college sports what people need to realize. Because there's some nasty fans out there. It's just like. These are kids that are 18, 19, 20 years old that are got so much going on in their lives. Their days booked from 8 to 8 every day.
Yeah.
And, like, it's a grind. And, like, you got to I would say I wish people would give some of these kids grace sometimes. Because it's just, like, you don't know what they're going through. Especially, like, something could happen in their family life. Like, mental health's a big thing now. Like, you see it all the time. So I think it's just, like, we're people too. I know at the end of, like, trust me, we're bad at it. I think that's just what I want, from the fans' perspective, just like give these kids grace,
Yeah.
So
I love that. Yeah. Yes, our fan base. I love them. They're passionate, but there's some of them out there.
No, and they're really
need
good
to hear
here.
that,
Like you don't see much,
on the women's side.
Yeah,
let's just say that.
Yeah,
they pretty good on the women's
Yeah.
side.
on the women's side. Yeah. But it's just it's gonna happen at this level, and I'm a fan of the game too. Like but I think once you live it, you're like, okay, you kind of, you know what I'm saying?
That's hard to come from. But I guess for the Lady Raider program, I would like people to just continue to support them. Like, us 5 seniors are leaving, but man, the future is bright. Like, they're working hard. We came from practice today.
Nice.
They're working hard, and just support them. Like, so I hate to make the comparison, but like that's the world we live in. Like, if we like. If you support the men the way you still supported them through everything they went through this year and you can't support the women's, then it's a problem.
Retweet.
Like
100%.
I just feel like I honestly feel like that's a problem because like, and those are my brothers over there. Like I love them to death,
Yeah.
and I do believe that they deserve the support. But I believe that the women's team deserves it just as much.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And like, I just feel like they support us. You know what I'm saying? Like they come to games, we support them. Like that's another thing. Like when the fans be talking about like the men's team, like y'all don't even know like. Us as like the women's team, like we be feeling some type of way because, like, would y'all say that about us too? You know what I'm saying? Like, like they go through real stuff, like we go through real stuff.
Yeah.
I think it'll just be good if like y'all could just support both groups, like not even just basketball, all athletics the same way, and not put too much pressure on one than the other. Like, if you're gonna have a standard, like let the standard be for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amen. Because there's some fans that are like, oh, they don't read this stuff. I'm like, they do. Like, you can't say that. Like, you can't say that stuff as if they're not reading it. Like, it's just, so that's perfect. I'm glad you said that because they need to hear that. The people that need to hear it hopefully will hear it because that's important. I guess you touched on the future, so we're going to do a little thing with y'all, and y'all can say whatever you want to, but we're just going to name off the returners. And whatever comes to your mind, it doesn't need to be like a one-word thing. Whatever, you can talk as much you want about each one. Just give us a little insight on all of them. We'll start with the seniors and go down. So good old Big Jasmine Lewis. Or is it Jasmine Lewis? It's Jasmine, right? They just always mispronounce it Jasmine.
Oh, wait. So like you gonna say the name and then we just go?
You just go. Give us something on them.
Whatever come to mind.
Whatever come to mind.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna let Kat go first.
I think next year she gonna do some like real damage.
Let's go.
For real. I think she is. If she puts in the work this summer, like she could for real be like first team, second team, like no doubt. So
She's a
that's what
bucket
I'd
out
say
there.
about her in terms of like next year.
Yeah.
That's my dog. I love you.
I feel like
Love to hear that.
everywhere.
Love to hear that.
Bree?
Oh, Jazz too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like basketball related or not
Anything.
basketball?
No, whatever you want.
Yeah.
What do you want to say about them? Just like something that fans may not know just watching games.
I mean, the first thing that came to mind was Diamond.
She got a dog named Diamond.
She got a dog named Diamond.
Aw.
But I love Diamond, so I
love
just
that.
got back in town, so I got to see Diamond.
Diamond, nice.
Like Diamond was, I was like Diamond. She just laid down, just rubbing her. So like, I love Diamond.
Yeah,
So,
she's
like,
so sweet.
she's a mom, guys.
Yeah.
She seems like she'll fit into that senior leadership role because she's the only senior right now.
Yeah.
Unless they bring someone in, but yeah, she's the only senior.
Yeah.
No, I like to hear that from you, Kat, because she was a bucket when she got there, but she seemed like maybe
for
she was
sure.
injured or whatever. But maybe next year. I'm excited. That's hype. All right, so next we'll go to the juniors. Oh, Ashley Chevalier.
Yeah, that's my dog right there. That's my
This
dog.
repeat. This
Oh, the whole team.
Defender.
lockdown defender.
Lockdown. She's sitting on that. She just waiting on her time for real. Like,
Yeah, and she's going to step into a role, I
Yeah.
think a big leadership role for the team this year. You know, as the point guard, you obviously have to have that as well. And, you know, she's going to prove a lot of people wrong, I think, you know, and I think she's, you know, going to do her thing, you know, prove herself.
Yeah. We love her energy. We were always excited when she got
Yeah.
into the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
She
No,
just
that's our dog right
instantly
there.
changed.
I love
She's-
that.
she's
If
funny.
anything,
Kodak.
like, yeah.
Kodak. She's also a doggy mom. She
No
has,
way.
She has my niece.
How do y'all have time?
Yeah.
I don't
Who watches these dogs?
They're talking about something else.
Sorry, Ash.
She just has
She
my
has a
niece.
dog named Kona. So
Yeah.
that's her
She has
dog,
my
yeah.
niece
Yeah.
Kona.
Yeah.
Why are
Aw.
you giggling?
We'll just raise up the volume on the editing and be like, what? What did they say?
Who's
love
next
that.
on the list, Shelby?
So we'll do her. It seemed like little partner in crime on the bench. There was Saga Ukonen. Am I saying that right?
Ukkonen.
Ukonen.
I like that.
Ukkonen. I know.
Ukonen.
Yeah.
We'll do her next.
Feels good.
Very like
I think a hard worker.
yeah.
Yeah, like in practice, she does everything right. You know, she takes criticism well from the coaches.
Yeah.
Like, she just grinds every single day, and she may not, you know, like, towards the end of the year, you saw her minutes increase. And
Yeah.
I think it's,
Yeah.
she just stays at it every single day, and I respect the hell out of that.
And she's really like calm.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
she doesn't get too rattled. Like she doesn't get too high, too low. She's like
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
very
Was she-
level-headed.
Was she always like? when I heard people talk about her, it was like she's a shooter. I never really heard anybody talk about her defense, but it seemed like late in the year, like she was a little bit of a lockdown defender at times. Was that something she's always had, or did she just kind of pick that up in the last year, like just working at it?
I feel like she keeps working.
Yeah.
Like, she works really hard. Like, Saga works.
Yeah.
And she don't take plays off. Like, she tries to get better. So, I think just the work that she done put in, like, it increased. Like, it made her better. So, like.
For sure.
And honestly, like, half of defense is just effort.
Yeah.
So, if you have that, you got half of it down.
That's
so.
right.
Yeah, I love that. All right, the last junior, old Riley McKinney, or as we like to call her, Riley frickin' McKinney at times.
Rooster!
Rooster. Let us know. What's that for?
I don't even know how that came.
That's like a Tatum question. I think that's a Tatum question.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea.
We'll get Tatum on here.
All right.
Like, that's Rose.
That's my
You
dog.
did gritty. Y'all gonna see Riley gonna hit the gritty during the game next year.
No,
Like,
she
Oh,
won't.
please!
No way.
That's what we've
No,
been
no, she
asking
got
her.
the
Like,
celebration.
we need her to start doing some celebrations out there.
Yeah.
Should have seen her in
All of
Vegas.
them.
I feel like
I saw y'all in that little.
like the
that
fans
ballroom
don't
in
see
Vegas.
all of Riley.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we get to see
Yeah.
Riley. Like,
Yeah.
Riley.
She'll talk her shit.
Yes.
Yeah, real.
As she should.
Yeah.
Like, when she do, we be like,
It hypes everybody up. It hypes
let's
everybody
go.
up. Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, I
Like,
love that.
Yeah, Rise her.
Yeah, no, she's just a very, like, she's a great friend. Like, she's friends with everybody on our team, and, like, me and her always joke. Like, she always got me laughing, man, like, and vice versa. So that's my dog.
Yeah, we love Riley.
Yeah.
Riley.
I love that.
That's our dog.
That is such a component that, like, I haven't really thought about, kind of, but, like, we know that y'all have lives and outside of the game, and
Yeah.
getting to hear, like, how they are that we don't get to see,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's really, really cool.
Yeah,
that.
like, Riley, you got to do better, though. I'm going to tell the fans a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because,
we've
like,
been-
she really
we've been
is
calling for
hype,
that.
bro.
If she hits
We
that
want that.
thing and
Yeah.
does anything, I'm going to lose my mind.
I'm gonna
I'ma
tell her,
lose my
give the
shit.
fans a little bit more, because, like, we see it, but they
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
really know. Like, you really like that.
We can
She'll
see,
ground
we've
it.
seen it in it. We see it in her all year, and we're like, sometimes she's Riley frickin' McKinney, and you know she's about to
Yeah.
go off.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes she's just Riley McKinney, and that's a good player. But
Yeah.
like, I want her to be Riley frickin' McKinney. Like, look at your box score, girl. Like, her stats are stupid. Her shooting, and all that.
Oh,
Like, just
for
be you. Just be her. Yeah, that's cool. I love to hear that she's like that in practice. At
Yeah.
least. So
No,
next
I mean,
year,
there's times in practice she'll go, like, 8-0 run by herself.
By yourself.
And it's like, she like that for real.
Dude.
like, I'm
can
telling
see
her,
it.
shoot it again.
Yes.
She'll
I'm always just like, shoot the ball. I don't care if you
Yeah.
miss it. Just keep shooting.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy you don't understand that she's like that in practice too. So we'll see it eventually now. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
All right, now into the sophomores. Old Jasmine Shavers.
Twin.
I was about to say it's little Batman and Robin with
Jump
Bree
shot,
this year.
Jazzy, that's my dog, man. That's like my little sister. Like, we done been through to similar places. It's crazy. Mississippi State, like, even though she wasn't under my coach, like, she was there. And then to hear, like, we just click instantly. Like, that's my little sis, man. Still in extremely high.
Yeah.
It's really
crazy high.
she stops herself.
Yeah.
Not saying, like, sometimes it's not valid reasons, like, you know what I'm saying, but, like, still in extremely high.
Yeah.
Yep.
She get that confidence, and she's gonna be
Yes,
insane.
a bucket.
Yeah.
No, like, she's the type of player who, in, like, what is she? She got 2 more years, 3 more years.
She is
by her,
sophomore.
yeah, by her
She
senior
definitely a
year,
sophomore.
Yeah.
like, I see so much of, like, their games are very similar. I think, like, just in terms of, like, I think Jazzy can take over a game if she wants to. Like, if that's, you know what I'm saying? Because you need that end of the game person. Ours was obviously Bree this year, but
Yeah.
like she said, ceiling crazy high. Like,
Can be a pro.
can be a pro.
Let's
Her
go.
bag is so deep.
Yeah.
Like, she's cold for real. She
love
just
it.
got to figure it out. And she figured it out, like, as season went on, obviously.
Yes, we seen, like,
And, you know,
spurts
spurts.
of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, good point. Yeah,
Yep.
spurts.
She
of
was
it.
like, we talked all the time for that first half of Big 12 play. I don't know if she had an injury or something after that, but she was one of the
Yeah.
most consistent players. Like, oh, Jazz is going to get us 15 at least.
Yeah.
She might,
Yeah.
like the game you got 40, right? She had like 20
Yeah,
or
she
something,
had, like,
26.
26.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah.
I did not expect that from her that quickly in her career. It was great, and then so
Ceiling extremely high. Can be a pro.
Yeah.
She just got to keep working at it, like, just
Every
yeah.
day, yep.
Yep.
I love it. Let's see, Kyla Freeland.
Little baby.
Little baby Kai,
Little
baby.
baby Kai.
Baby Kai.
Kai's the baby, like you just want to eat.
So young.
Like, she's young, but like we don't like. Okay, we say that, but like we really treat her like she's our age.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like we call her little baby and stuff, but like she's just a joy to be around.
Mhm.
Very energetic, very extremely athletic.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy athletic.
Ceiling also extremely high.
Mhm.
Like man,
Yeah.
her growth this year, I was
Yeah.
like,
I mean, I'll be honest,
yes.
like, we had 2 seniors, like, in our post group, and Kyla's the loudest. You know,
Yeah.
she's for real the leader of our post group. And we're over here, we're like, and we just let her have it, because
Yeah.
it's like, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, you gonna learn quicker, if
Yeah.
anything. So,
mhm.
yeah, she's gonna be a hell of a player.
yes,
go.
can't wait to see what she do, man.
I love
Proud
her.
of her
She's
as well,
Yes,
man.
Yeah.
that's
That's
she's
my
so
dog.
hyped too. Like she's always
Yeah.
doing dance moves and
It's not for show. Like she's
no,
like
she's
that.
genuinely like that.
Like-
all the time.
She's really like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun too.
Yeah, it's
Practice.
fun.
Me and her, we'll just start chest
Yeah.
bumping, acting crazy. It's acting crazy.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Who would you say out of this group is like? Is it going to be her leading that? Like, who are the 2 hypest people? And it sounds like Riley's in that group too. Like the hypest people in practice that'll be there.
Oh yeah, I feel like this will be a big year for Kyla to really step into that because like as a freshman, you're nervous most times to even say a word.
Really?
Kyla,
Yeah.
like Kat said, Kyla was like leading a post group,
Mhm.
but like even in practice, like you will hear. And so like just knowing like the person that she is, like she's good in classroom, like she's a good example
Yeah.
to follow. Like she's
Yeah.
a good person to lead.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and so like I feel like she'll grow into that role a little bit more this year. Like
Mhm.
need her to.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you're already speaking up as a freshman,
yeah.
in a
Dang.
few years, like you're gonna be, that kind
It,
of leader.
yeah.
But sophomore will be more and
Mhm.
more and more. So
Yeah. It's crazy that this whole we call them sophomore class now, but they're freshmen this year. It's still like 3 more years of all of them. It just
Yeah.
seems unfair that they were. So I guess next, Bailey Maupin.
806, baby.
That tracks.
Let's go. She a dog
not-
for real.
She's not from here, right?
Well, West Texas.
West Texas.
That's kind of like our thing for her.
Yeah.
806.
I can't wait to watch this again and like write down all of their nicknames and be like, how did we get to Rooster?
Rooster.
Yeah, that's
We're
what you
gonna
gotta
know,
ask.
you gotta
me,
ask
because
Taylor,
I'm
you
not
have to
sure.
ask. I don't know.
Because I said the same thing. I'm like, Rooster.
What the
I
hell?
was like, did she grow up on a farm? Like, I don't
No,
understand.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was so
Probably,
weird. Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
yep, Bailey, pro,
Yeah.
potential out the roof. Like just like with Jazzy, both of them were kind of like consistent, not consistent, consistent, not consistent.
Yeah.
But freshman year,
Yeah, that's how it is.
it's
That
not
makes
it's
sense.
not
That's
on
how
them.
it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? Like they growing through things, but
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna be a bucket.
Yeah.
She's a bucket. I mean, she's not gonna be. She's a bucket.
Yeah, she a dog.
She got
man.
that dog in her.
Yeah.
Dude.
She just has that
Oh,
it factor.
I love it.
It factor.
The it factor.
That is
That
that's what we've been trying to explain.
She
that's
a
our
dog.
favorite. That's our favorite thing in a player. It's just like someone that like, and y'all two were that way too. It's like someone that gets it. That press conference that we made this silly little TikTok out of, but like her little comment about like, yeah, I just had the ball, I shot it. I don't know. I knew I was
Yeah.
gonna make it.
Confident.
She
Yeah.
is.
But you have to be like that though.
Yes, I was like, we need everybody to think that.
Mm.
I love her.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
So she,
Yeah, so like Bailey just got it. She a dog.
and she could go miss 3 in a row
But she gonna come
and
shoot
be
it
open
again.
on that 4th one. She
And
ain't
it's
even going to
cash.
hesitate, and that's like a sign of
huge.
a good
Yes.
player
Yeah.
Yes.
and a good shooter, obviously. But
yeah.
She got it. She'll be a pro too. Just
Yeah.
keep working, like ceiling high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
love to
she
hear
she
it.
be
Love to
talking
hear it.
her crap.
She talk her stuff.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
saw
She
some
looks
of
like
it.
she's
Yeah.
like a low key like smack talker all the time. and
Yeah,
you
it's
just don't-
low key.
We've seen a little.
Yeah, she's not. She's a little under the radar with it. I wonder if it'll grow as she gets older. If she's
It'll
like, I'm a
grow.
freshman. I
It'll
can't.
grow.
It'll
I
grow.
can't do this as a freshman. But
It'll grow.
Yeah.
she's like,
I was running pickup with them the other day,
Yeah.
and someone threw a long pass to Bailey, and I'm running. We're about side by side. She's like, see ya, and just takes off. I'm like,
And then jetted on
yeah,
you.
it just jetted on me, and I'm like, man, why you gotta do me like that, bro? Ain't got no senior respect right now.
On me, like,
she's like, you're gone. You out of here now.
It just made me giggle. I couldn't even say
That reminds me of a play. Y'all might not remember this specific play, but we talked about it, and I don't remember which game. But she got like like Bryn got an outlet, threw it to her, and she's going, and there's like, she went like just 1-on-3 against UTEP, and she just did, like, it was like a hop, jump step over them, got fouled, and then shoot it up, and all the seniors on the court, y'all come trotting up just laughing at her. They're like, what the hell? Y'all do your thing. Like, you freshmen, we don't have
It's funny. We laugh about it.
We don't hold her back though. I think that's the biggest thing with all of our freshmen. Like, we didn't hold them back.
Yeah.
Like, we was like, we know we need y'all help right now. So
put a lot of minutes, y'all. Can you please?
And we know how important it is for them to get them minutes at this age.
Yeah.
First year, like, that's very important.
Yeah. That's why I love what you said, Kat, of like, y'all aren't concerned about your minutes. I mean, like, to some extent, but thinking about the future of the team, I love that so much. But it's so cool.
Yeah.
I love to see y'all echoing what it seems like to the fans, like seeing. It's good to know that is like, okay, that's the truth. That's what we're really seeing out of these players.
Yeah.
And then the last one we have on the list is JoJo. We obviously as fans haven't seen her play, but we've heard it. We've seen the highlights. She's sick of hearing me talk about her on every podcast. So y'all tell us, as people that actually have seen her play behind the scenes, or what she was able to do this year, what we're gonna have.
Well, first of all, she blocks every shot.
We can't practice with her on the floor.
Man, JoJo is different.
Yeah, she got a high ceiling. Her potential is crazy. With Coach P as her coach, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Because she's going to develop her. And JoJo's very raw, but, like, once she figures out our offense and, like, that, because obviously, I mean, she's been out for months. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once she figures that out, give it the summer, man, like I said, potential through the roof.
Through the roof.
Love it.
Like, she'll be the one that dunk it, and y'all will be like,
I'm gonna lose.
We've been trying to tell people.
And she can, like, shoot the three.
She can shoot the three.
She
can dribble.
Rip, like, from, like, the free throw line, which is, like, big in our offense.
Yeah.
So, and, like, she's so damn long that, like, you go.
You're not blocking
no one in the league is going to block it. You know what I'm saying?
Music to my ears.
Her recruiting picture where she's holding the two basketballs, and you're just like, it looks like it's been distorted. Like, her arms, it looks
fake.
fake.
She can run. She runs.
Yeah, she's fast.
She's long. She runs, like.
And then once she gets, like, weight room work.
I was going to say, like, this offseason going to be big for her. Like, she... I'm expecting a lot. I hate to say it, but I am.
Yeah.
And we need her to take that and, hey,
just work.
Work.
Yeah, I mean, I said it, and if she would have been here and y'all had the extra kind of person to post, I think y'all had been in the NCAA tourney easy.
Yeah.
It's tough.
But hey,
tough to think about.
Stories happen the way they're supposed to meant to. You got to end your story full circle in Arkansas, so it worked out. But
that's true.
And that's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
That's
I
true.
was like, if that ain't like just like a closing moment, like I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Like for
No,
it
it
to
was so
work out
perfect.
that way, just so happened to be playing at Arkansas,
Right.
like where all my family can see. If that's how my career ended, like collegially, like what an ending.
Yeah.
No,
it just made
that's
sense.
cool.
Yeah.
For real.
Well, that's all the players. Do y'all know much about the freshmen that are incoming? If y'all know anything, you can tell them. I don't know if y'all have spent any time with them when they were on campus or not for their visits.
Logan, a dog.
Logan. Dog.
She's not gonna. She's gonna be. She has like for a freshman that was here, she reminds me of that Bailey mentality. As to like, I don't care if you a senior. Like, I'm finna try to come take your spot. Like, like that.
Yeah.
Like
internal battle.
Internal.
Yeah.
So like,
Love
I
that
think
from her.
that she's gonna be a good help. And then they told me Kelly's look good.
Yeah.
So, I think
Nice.
Kelly's gonna help too. We need her at that 4th position. We need her.
Yeah.
For
so,
sure.
and then Troll, she'll be good for us when she can get healthy.
Yeah, she's injured. But. So Texas Tech fans know that Jordan Merritt, transfer from Florida, was on campus recently. They also should be aware that y'all played in high school. If we were able to swing her and get her here to Texas Tech to play, what should Texas Tech fans know we're getting in Jordan Merritt as a player? Since you played with her.
She's a heck of a player, and she's going to come in and have an immediate impact. Like, game is potential through the roof. I don't even think it's potential at this point. She's there. She's a 4. I think that's what they'll mostly play her at, and I think with our offense, she'll fit right in and do some big things. I could see her definitely potentially being a leading scorer for this team next year, no doubt. She did great at Florida. I think last year was kind of a up and down year for her, but she was one of my favorite players, like top 5 to 10 players I ever played with. One of my favorite. Like she runs the floor, she's athletic, like she can dribble as a post player, and she's
I love it.
Yeah, I think
Good.
versatility is important.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be big. It'll
Yeah.
be extremely big.
I agree. And
I hope we get it done.
Yeah.
me too.
She seems like she.
You better come here, Moody.
Yeah.
You better
Come
get
on,
on.
man.
Wait, she's already got a nickname?
Yeah,
She gotta come here.
Moody, or write that down with Rooster right next to it. She seems like she fit in like with the vibe of the team. Like when we watch tape on her,
Yeah,
like she
no,
seems
she'll
like a
fit
dog.
right in. If she's friends with me, she's
Yeah,
cool with
that's true.
everyone.
That's true.
That's
Like,
true.
I'm not gonna be like, she's one of my best friends. Like, granted, we hadn't talked in years because of college hoops, and
Yeah, it
kind of
happens.
just lose contact. But when she came on her visit,
It
like,
was like,
we
y'all,
caught up. Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
times,
Like, no time had passed. So that's for real, my sister, and I love her to death, and her whole family. She fits right into being a Lady Raider, so to speak. So.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll heard it from the source. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's happening. All right, cool.
I got one more.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
How would you describe each other? Like in that same format?
Oh, yeah.
This is about to be real cute.
Dog.
It's gonna be real cute.
Big dog. First of all, this is a goat right here, man.
Hey, let's go.
You'll never meet another person like her. Like, she wants to see everybody happy. She cares about everybody too. Like, just a great person to be around. Never met a stranger, I feel like.
Yeah.
She's a goat. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, people look at the things that she done and like, oh, 6 rebounds. No, like, she does everything. All the little things that you don't think of doing. She does.
Frame it. We say frame that picture of you diving in the West Virginia game for that ball.
Frame
It, put it in the womble for everyone to see. Stitch it on the
Man.
walls.
Yeah.
Like, she was the reason we got that back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
We know.
so,
Yeah.
I mean, she's just a great person all around. Love her to death, man. Like, kicks it. Is going to be herself unapologetically. And I love that about her because, like, what do you have to say? And if you have something to say, I have something to say. Because what are you doing to her? Like, she wouldn't hurt a fly unless it was just really necessary.
Warranted.
Like, great person to be around.
Yeah.
We're going to be kicking
Love
it
that.
for years and years to come.
Friends
Yeah.
for life.
You know, going to the bars,
Yeah.
doing what we do, man.
Let's go.
Yeah. When
But-
Texas Tech's and the Natty, y'all are gonna be
Yo,
the hypest
there
ones
you
behind
go.
the
There you
bench.
go.
It's
I'll be
insane.
lit.
Y'all, we gonna be lit.
Yeah.
So
Be there.
insane.
We'll all be there.
We'll be lit.
Yeah.
I will be
Trust
there.
me.
I don't care how much it costs. I will be there.
Like, y'all might not be able to talk to me and Kat. Like, we gonna be lit.
Y'all have not seen me at a sporting event. I'm pretty chill.
Like,
Put me into a sporting event, it's a different person.
My
Me and
shades
Kat,
on.
like, this my dog for real, y'all. Like,
We have a
Greece
good
lived
time.
our best life.
Yeah, we have a good time.
Postseason lived our
Greece.
best life.
Yep.
Now, definitely
We
living our
Living
best
our
life.
best life.
I love
Like, this my
Yeah.
dog for real. Like,
No, we have a blast
we
together.
be outside. There you go.
Yep. No, this is my dog for real. You like my sister, bro. Like I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
glad I met you. Like she reminds me so much of like my vibe, my
Yeah.
personality, and I think that's why we click so well. Like she's very genuine. She's always checking in on other people, and like she, like she doesn't even like want it back almost.
Yeah.
Like she's just very selfless. And then I told her, like, I don't know if she remembers this. We were in the middle of the Logie's bar, but
Yes.
I was just telling her, I was like, bro, like, it's when the beginning of season and we were just trying to figure out, our way, just, the dynamic of the team, just like stuff you figure out at the beginning of the year. And I told her, I don't know if she was back from her injury yet or kind of working back in and stuff. And I told her, I was like, bro, this team, like, you gotta lead us, bro.
Yeah.
And, like, she took that and she did that all year. And, like, I'm so fucking proud of you, bro. Like, you my dog,
Appreciate
for
it,
real.
dog. I appreciate it.
And,
man.
at the next level, I think she's just, she's going to do what she's done at every level. People, she's kind of an underdog, I'd say. And you know what? But every single time she proves herself. She's done it at every single level. So, if you guys don't respect her now, like she coming for real. So
Yeah.
it's my dog. I love you, bro.
Oh my god!
Y'all know what I'm saying? That's my dog, man.
Yeah,
Like,
Are you sure? Can you just be your agent and just go with her?
Right.
Hey, oh, that's true.
Scoop it
That's
up.
true.
I'll probably have a Miller Lite deal.
Tito's deal. We don't like Texas, but
You know, we don't like Texas, but it'll be a Tito's deal.
Yeah.
You know
That costume.
Yo, Bree's thirsty, you know? Bree is thirsty.
Happy hour.
She had
If that was
shots
my
at the end
agent,
of
those are the deals that I would get.
That doesn't sound bad to me.
And I'll put her in the commercial for my spot.
Yeah.
Like, you got me the deal, but you got it. You got it.
Oh man, there's got to be a Lubbock. There's got to be a Lubbock restaurant or something right now that
Right.
would kill it. Put y'all in there as hype. Oh, y'all'd kill it. Y'all kill it. Yeah. But I don't know. Y'all have anything else y'all want to end this on? We kind of covered a lot, but we appreciate y'all coming. Unless y'all have something else you want people to know.
I just want to say that we appreciate y'all for
for real.
Really, I'm not gonna lie, just being our first voice out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that I've seen personally with my own eyes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Consistently.
Yeah.
And like we appreciate that because like the program is growing and like we need people like you guys that really care and are invested, but like y'all don't do it, just do it with us.
Mm-hmm.
We cover all the sports.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think just thanks to you guys for shining that light on us and supporting us and encouraging like things to get done and actually things did get done.
Yo.
So like
Yeah.
just appreciate you guys
Yeah.
and thank you for supporting us and sticking by us and continue to please take care of my babies.
Oh, we will. They're stuck with us now. We just did this. We just started this thing in January. We're like, let's see what happens. Now they're stuck with us now.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, thank y'all so much for coming. Yeah, thanks for y'all coming on. Hopefully everybody enjoyed this. How could you have not enjoyed what just happened?
Truly.
I can't even wait to listen to it back again, and I was sitting here. So
Wait though. I do see some Krabby Patties.
Oh
The
no!
Krabby Patties.
I was like, I don't have any Krabby Patties.
Let's do a little ASMR of the Krabby Patties.
Let's
Y'all are
go.
there. You go.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna eat it too right now?
I'm about to eat it.
I ain't had one of these since like Halloween.
Hey, I don't know.
They gotta sign Brie to a deal because I didn't even know this existed until this whole thing.
Man, I thought these were extinct.
Look at that! Come on, dog.
Cheers.
The Krabby Patty.
Like
Wow.
this is where I said it because this is one of my favorite candies.
I love them.
I bought it the next day.
Like okay,
the best purchase
for me
I've
to
ever
say
made.
that. Like I have to eat them, right?
Yeah,
Like
you're right. That's true.
You don't make that up. You can't.
no,
I didn't know.
you
I didn't know
don't
they
just
existed.
Krabby Patties.
No.
You just
That's
don't.
right.
Most people don't know it's a candy.
I did not.
Yeah.
I thought it was fake. I thought it was just a part of the show. I had no idea that it was its own thing.
I love SpongeBob. Wow, yeah. Bre'Amber Scott, Katie Ferrell, y'all, like, we have really loved covering y'all throughout the season, and we talk about often how we wish we had more time with y'all. But thank you as much as, like, Bree, what you were saying about us and this podcast and what we've been doing. It's easy when we have players like y'all and a team, all of the teams at Tech. But the way that y'all have made connection to like the fans and the supporters, and the one thing that I've always loved is going to these games and seeing all the little kids. You know what I mean? And like when y'all interact with them after the game, and I sometimes I'll just observe and they're just like looking up at you, and like to me that's possibility
adorable.
and motivation, and to have y'all representing like what they could be, I think is like world changing. So
And shout out to Coach Gerlich for allowing us to do that because most coaches don't. It's not that the school doesn't allow it. It's like whether the program does it or
Really?
not.
Yeah.
Because I hate to bring them up, but like at Mississippi State, like we did it after every home game, and it was like sellouts.
Yeah.
We stayed out there. If we won,
Dang.
we stayed out there and we signed autographs and took pictures. Every game. If we won. If we lost, of course, we just straight to the locker room. But we didn't lose much. But
Yeah.
like when we won, like we had to do that. So shout out to Coach Gerlich for really doing that and taking time to allow us to see the fans, to take pictures, and she's a star herself. So appreciate you for allowing us to do that.
Like as much as like those kids probably like that, like I love it just as much. You know, it's really like humbling. So I love it. I love it.
That is so cool.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of seeing it. All the pictures people post after the game, like, oh, they did it again. I just love, it's cool y'all make yourselves available in that way, because y'all don't have to do that. Y'all have a lot. Like you said earlier, y'all do a lot. Y'all spend hours and hours doing what y'all do. So I appreciate that. And y'all should know this. I hope y'all know this, that you're a part of this. Like when they do it, when they're at the championship level soon, it's like everyone's going to remember this group for starting the train. So we won't forget y'all forever. And hopefully we can have y'all back on the pod, maybe preview next seasons and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You can come on and talk about all your friends that are still on this team and watch them hooping away. So thanks so much. And
we appreciate y'all.
Cool.
Right back at y'all. All right,
Rack
as we
'em.
always
Rack 'em.